Hey, this is Charlie Page, and it says that I'm live, so I'm going to start. I hope you're having a great day. I want to share with you a surefire way to start selling more tomorrow by making one change beginning today. And that is in all of your sales letters and all of your advertising and all of your content marketing and all of the conversations you have with prospective buyers to try to persuade them to buy something from you, start using emotion and stop trying to sell with logic. Unless you're selling to Vulcans, there's a little geeky Star Trek reference for you there. Unless you're selling to Vulcans or maybe some other people who are in real high level engineering, the fact of the matter is people buy on emotion and they defend their purchase with logic. It's always been true. This is why we have so many different types of homes and so many different kind of cars and so many different kinds of shirts and so many different types of everything. I mean, if we were logic-based creatures as humans, what we would do is we would drive the safest car that got the best gas mileage, that had the best ratings. There would just be one, right? And it would be like the ultimate car, and everybody would drive the same thing because logic would dictate that we should do that. You know, I've seen so many sales funnels that are just chock full of these pricing comparisons and all of that kind of stuff. And that's all fine and good, but really it's not going to do you very much good because here's the thing. People buy what they want to buy. So if you focus all of your attention on getting them to want what you're offering by speaking to what's going on in their heart, less than what's going on in their mind. Speak to what's going on in their heart. The fact is that these emotional triggers are very, very powerful. Now, generally speaking, people are moving toward something they want. That's gain, right? They're moving towards something they want and away from something they don't want, and that's pain. So it's very logical. It's very true that people move away from pain as much as they can and they move toward gain. So there's your logic for those people who are really logic people. Stopping the logics train there for just a minute, and getting onto the selling train. Here's the thing you've got to do is you've got to make a list of the emotional triggers that will cause a person to buy your product. What do they really want when they're buying your product? When somebody buys one of my products, what are they really buying? Are they buying access to a group membership site? Are they buying a video? Are they buying transcripts? No, they're buying the possibility of change. They don't know how to do a sales funnel, and at the end of that video, they're going to know how to do that. They don't know how to make affiliate product sales, and at the end of the video, they're going to know how to do that. They're buying even more than just knowledge. I mean, I've been doing this 20 years, and so I'm teaching what I'm teaching based on experience, but even more than the experience, even more than the knowledge, they don't really care that it's Charlie Page versus Charlie Kirk or somebody else. What they care about is that it changes them. So let me give you a couple of action steps that you can use to start selling with emotion. Because if you start putting emotion into your advertising, into your social media posts, into videos like this one, what you're going to find is that more people respond. You won't have to spend a whole lot more money to reach a whole lot more people because the people you're reaching now will respond in greater numbers. And that's a beautiful thing because you're getting more bang for the buck, as they say. So let's talk about a couple of different things that you can do to tap into the emotional triggers that will cause people to buy your product. Now, I don't know what you're selling, so I can't give you a specific example of what product you're selling. You might be selling a site that provides Forex signals to people. You might be selling an affiliate marketing information site. You might be selling vitamins on Amazon. I don't know. But here's what I do know. It doesn't matter what you're selling. People are going to buy it based on emotion, and then they're going to defend that purchase based on logic. This is how we buy cars, clothes, and everything else. So let me give you 2 exercises today that you can do that will help you uncover these emotional triggers. Number 1, start with why. Start by asking, why would a person buy this product? I'm going to pretend for a moment that you're selling an autoresponder service, right? Now, it could be Aweber, it could be ActiveCampaign, it could be ConvertKit, it could be Infusionsoft, I don't know. But let's say you're selling an autoresponder service. And most people, when they try to sell autoresponders, and this is why they fail, I'm sorry to say, but it's true, They do the logic thing, right? Well, we have a 99.9% deliverability rate. We have campaigns, we have tags, we have auto switching, we have create a form in 2 clicks. Those are all fine and good features, but they don't do anything for me. What's in it for me? What's in it for me is I'm going to save time. Now, why do I want to save time? This is the why drill that we do. Why would a person want to save time? Because they can use their time better doing something else than they can setting up an autoresponder. Maybe playing with their kids, maybe taking a trip, maybe taking a nap. I don't know. It could be one of a million things, right? How can you know? But what you can do is start with why. Why would a person want to buy your autoresponder? Why would they want to buy your autoresponder instead of somebody else's? But start drilling down on the why questions. Why do they want to buy this? It's not because it costs less money, because believe me, people are spending $50, $60, $100,000 right now today to buy coaching from people that they believe will help them get the transformation that they want. It's not a matter of not having the money. It's not a matter of not believing it's worth it. It's a matter of believing in your heart that it's going to bring the change you want. So start with why and then drill down. Now, if that's hard for you and you can't do that, that's cool, no problem. I have another drill you can do, the exercise you can do that will absolutely help you begin to understand the power of emotion and begin to start using it. And that is question number 2, or exercise number 2. How do you feel right now? How do you feel right now? I'm recording this on January 2nd at 1:55 p.m. Central Time in Texas, where I live. How do you feel right now? I tell you how I feel. I feel very hopeful. I feel like 2021 is going to be a great year. And here's why. I know that I deliver value to my clients. I know they need what I offer. And I know that people are forward looking right now because we've just come off a year from, it's terrible, right? The whole pandemic thing, the big shut in, having our freedoms taken away from us. Terrible stuff. So now the new year has begun and we have that natural uptick of optimism that happens in the new year, combined with there really is light at the end of the tunnel on this pandemic thing. And it's not a train that's going to come run us over. It really is light at the end of the tunnel. So people feel hopeful. That's a good thing. How do you feel? Do you feel hopeful? Do you feel frustrated? Do you feel like you could do more than you're doing now and you can't figure out why it's not working? Do you see people who start after you start and zoom past you and begin getting big results and winning awards and making money and stuff like that, and it really frustrates you? That's perfectly fine. It's a natural human emotion to have, to be frustrated. But here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing. You can flip that frustration on its head. You can turn that to your advantage. You can make that work for you by understanding it and digging into it and beginning to write out how you feel about certain things, and then start talking to your customers about how they feel. A great subject line for an email, a great subject line for a solo ad, a great subject line for a Facebook ad or any other ad is, are you frustrated? Because a lot of people are. You know why? They know that in their heart, they know that they should be able to build a website, build an online business. They know they're as smart or smarter than people that they see as succeeding right now. They know that in their heart, but they're not there yet. And rather than forgive themselves, because we just never forgive ourselves, right? We can forgive everybody else but ourselves. Rather than forgive ourselves, we do the old human thing of being hard on ourselves. I should have done this and I should have done that. And that just adds to the frustration. Well, listen, if you feel that way even this much, then your customer's feeling it this much. And when you begin speaking to that frustration and saying to them, are you frustrated? There is hope. There is a way out. When you begin saying hopeful things to them, recognizing their frustration, recognizing their negative emotion, but capitalizing on it in an ethical way by saying, there is hope, I can help you, then you're going to start making more sales. Number 3, exercise number 3. Okay, whatever your product is, put it in your mind right now. What you're selling, vitamins, you're selling painkillers, you're selling whatever it is. Write it on a piece of paper, have it firmly in your mind right now, and answer these 2 questions. Don't try to answer 200 questions. 2 questions. Number 1, what kind of pain does this product help people avoid? That's question 1. Number 2, what kind of gain does this product help people achieve? Okay, so let's take the weight loss niche, right? Let's say the weight loss. Why do people want to lose weight? Well, there are a lot of motivations, right? So we talked about pain, we talked about gain. So let's talk about pain for a minute. Why do you want to, not you, but why would a person want to lose weight? Well, I wanted to lose weight because I'm the only person in my family, to the best of my knowledge, that isn't on insulin for diabetes, right? I'm not diabetic, and most of the people in my family are. Many that I know, my family's watching this. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to use you as an example, but here's what I'm saying. My family history tends toward not great health toward the end of your life. I'm 66 and all pretty like this, right? Because I take so many vitamins and I do so many different things and I walk every day. Now, the pain that I want to avoid is only living to, like 70. That's the pain I want to avoid. The gain I want to have is to have life in those years. Not only a long life, but also more life in those years. So you can do the same thing with vitamins. You can do the same thing with financial products. You can do the same thing with make money online products. You can do the same thing with any product at all. It's called a pain gain matrix. And what you want to do is take a piece of paper, just a Ben Franklin T-square on one side, write down pain, on one side, write down gain. Draw a line down the middle and say on the left-hand side, here's the pain people want to avoid. Here's the gain people want to get. Everything you write down becomes a hook for your offer. Everything you write down becomes a subject line for an email, an approach for an ad, or something like that. Okay? So you want to start selling more tomorrow? Then take this action today. Begin thinking about your products emotionally. Begin thinking about your customers and the emotions they're feeling, and begin selling with emotion and quit selling with logic. All these comparison chart things, all these logical approaches, these 75-page reports that, lay the case out and all that. That's fine if you want to validate that your product's a good product, but it's not going to make sales. What's going to make sales is, hey, you're hurting, I can help. Here's the solution. Okay, let me say that a different way. You got a toothache, a major big golf ball in the jaw head toothache. I'm a dentist. Want my help? Now, how do you think that's going to work? How well do you think that's going to work? You got this big golf ball in the jaw, abscessed tooth, and you meet 2 people. One person says, I'm a construction worker. I know for a fact that Tylenol 3 works. I got some, and I'll give you one because I'm compassionate. The second person is, I'm a dentist. I can fix that. Which one are you going to go to? You're going to go to the dentist every time. It's an easy answer. I'll help you with the easy ones. Okay, that's it for me. Now listen, below this video, there's a link for a very special, very limited time offer that I'm making. Fair warning, there's a timer on that page. And when that timer hits 0, that baby's gone forever. And here's what it is. It's a 30-day sprint working with me one-on-one. We'll talk on the phone. We'll email every day. We will identify your goal and we will crush it. So if it interests you, great, use the link. If not, that's cool too. I hope you enjoyed this video. But either way, I want you to make 2021 the best year possible. And I want to help if I can. I want to help by working with you one-on-one. If working with me on one-on-one interests you, then use the link below. But do it now because the timer really, it's a real timer. And when it goes away, I'm not making this offer again. It's a 30-day intensive. It's what I call a sprint. We're going to work together every day. We're going to identify your goals. We're going to break them down into little baby steps. We're going to take those steps together, and then we're going to get your goal accomplished. So if it interests you, use the link below this video. And if not, that's all right too. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you. I hope you have a great day and go out and make 2021 the best year yet. I'm going to leave you with one more word of encouragement. And I learned this from Zig Ziglar. Failure is an event. It's not a person. So many people are feeling like failures at this time of year because they're looking at 2020 and they're saying, ah, it's a stinky thing. I don't want that again, right? Look at all the things I did wrong. Don't beat yourself up. Failure is an event, not a person. No person can be a failure. You can fail, and I have many, many times. I've failed my way forward throughout my entire life. I've learned by doing and making mistakes. But failure is an event, not a person. So don't get down on yourself. Determine to make this year the best year yet, and you will. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day.